What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Malek, and I am back at it again with another video. And for today's video, I'm bringing you this brownie and cookie bar called a Brookie. Very delicious, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. But first, this video is sponsored by Lit Mitts. Lit Mitts is a company that specializes in custom oven mitts for your kitchen use. Each mitt is personalized with a pattern background of your choice, as well as a photo of any human, as well as pets. These mitts are really great quality, as you can see, and they're very easy to use. These can also be great for gifts ideas as well. If you would like to order one of your own, use my code to save 20% off your order. Now let's get started on the recipe. So first thing you want to do is preheat your oven at 350 degrees. And while your oven is preheating, you can get started on your first component of the dessert, which is the chocolate chip cookie dough, which is very simple to make. All you need to do in a medium bowl is to add your dry ingredients, which is your all-purpose flour, your salt, and your baking soda. Then you want to whisk to combine to prevent lumps, because that is not anything that you want in your batter at all. Then you just set that aside, and then you start making your wet ingredient batter, which is your butter, your shortening. You can use vegetable shortening. That's what I use. Brown sugar, granulated sugar, egg, and vanilla. Then you want to clean this on medium speed for about 2 minutes until it's light and fluffy. And then after you reach that stage, you want to incorporate your flour, but just add it in batches, okay? Don't add it all in just, when you're trying to rush this stage, just take our time with it, because we don't want no floury mess, and then we also want to prevent over mixing. So, and also we want to make sure that the flour gets incorporated very, very easily. We don't want to be trying to mix all of this, and again, we ain't trying to clean up all this flour, okay? So just make sure you add it in increments, okay? And after you add your dry ingredients to your wet, I just stopped the mixer and kind of just took my time to scrape the sides of the bowl, which is really, really important. I cannot stress it enough. It will make sure that your batter is extremely incorporated, so please take the time to scrape the sides of your bowl. After everything is combined, this is my favorite part, which is the chocolate chips. Now this is where you can get custom as you want with your toppings. If you want to add nuts, feel free to add nuts. I will leave the ingredient measurements in the description below for anyone who wants to add nuts. Of course, it is optional, but if you want to, it's in the description, so check that out. And you can also get more creative with like marshmallows or graham crackers for like the s'mores. Anything is like possible. After you add in your toppings, you want to make sure that you stir it for a few minutes, and then take your spatula and just run it around your bowl just to make sure it's thoroughly combined. Would you look at that? That looks so good. Now we can get started on the second component to this recipe, which is the fudgy brownie layer, which is like so easy to do because it's a one bowl recipe, which is my favorite, because you're just dumping all the ingredients into one bowl, and that's easy cleanup. I mean, what is more easier than that can be, right? So what you're going to do is get another medium bowl, and you're going to add in your sugar, oil, which I use vegetable, and melted butter, and whisk that for about 2 minutes until it's combined. And then you add in your eggs, and I want to let you guys know right now, before you add in your eggs, make sure that your butter mixer is cool to the touch, because if you add those eggs to warm butter, you will be making scrambled eggs, and that's a breakfast recipe that we are not doing, clearly, but we will make sure we do that in another video, but this one we don't want it. So make sure when you add in your eggs, it is so cool so it can be whisk smooth, just like you see right here. And then we're going to grab our handy dandy sifter, because again we're trying to prevent lumps, because we do not want a lumpy brownie batter. I mean, there's no such thing in the world as a lumpy brownie batter, so we're not trying to go for that. So we're going to sift our dry ingredients, which is our all-purpose flour, cocoa powder, and salt, and sift that really, really well. Okay, and the next step is very important, you guys. I call this step the 50 stir rule, and it's exactly as I said it, the 50 stir rule. What you want to do is you want to make sure you stir this batter 50 times, circular motions or less. And what I mean by that is because you do not want to overmix this batter at all, as well as any brownie batter, because if you overmix brownie batter, it will become tough and taste like a cake, and that's not what you want, because you want a fudgy texture in the middle. After you applied your 50 stir rule, you want to add in your chocolate chips. And this is the point where I said you can be custom and add your nuts and other toppings that you like. And now it's time to put everything together. So you want to prepare your baking pan with some baking spray. I use Bacon Joy, which is a flour baking spray. I use this a lot in my ever since I started baking as a little kid. And then you want to go ahead and throw down that brownie layer. Look how fudgy that looking. Thick. Oh my goodness. Then you want to make sure you spread it evenly all throughout the sides. I use an offset spatula to help me out with that. And then I'm just, look at me being extra, just trying to, do that little swirl, okay? Then you want to go ahead and sprinkle some chocolate chips on top. And while that's looking good, you want to go ahead and top it off with your chocolate chip cookie dough. I just used about 2 tablespoon scoops and just scooped it on top. And then you want to grab your butter knife or offset spatula, and you just want to gently swirl the dough just until it starts to sink down into the batter just a little bit. You don't want to do it too much and overwork it. Then you want to throw it in the oven and bake it for 20 to 25 minutes, or when it's fully baked and golden brown. And this is what it looks like when it gets out of the oven. It was smelling so good. I just want to let it stand in for about 15 to 20 minutes, or just like what I did, because it was midnight when I baked this, and I let it stay overnight. And fast forward to the next day, I literally woke up from my bed and ran straight to this because I was like, I'm ready to eat this, okay? So you can go ahead and just cut you up some pieces. I cut up some big pieces because I'm greedy like that. If you want to cut up some small pieces, go right on ahead, do you, okay? The outcome of this bar, y'all, that brownie layer was very gooey and fudgy, and that chocolate chip cookie was very soft and crumbly. It was the best pairing in the world, the best of both worlds. And honestly, I would serve this one with a glass of milk or a scoop of ice cream. You would be set for life. I hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as I did. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And also, if you make this recipe, make sure you tag me so I can see. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.